Hey everybody, it's your girl Linda D. Lowe here on the Linda D. Lowe Show, and today has been heavy, to say the least. Yes, today has been heavy, and I know I advertised that we would talk about college dating and everything like that on the show, but I want to put a spin on it simply because of everything that's going on in the Black community just these past 2 days. And today, joining my Girl Talk squad, I do have Miss Claudia, who is here in the studio with me. Say hey.
What's up?
And I have Michaela, who is on the phone with me. Michaela?
Hello.
Hey. I want to thank you two so much for joining me. Let me tell y'all, this is like the perfect time. I have the perfect two ladies to talk about this, okay? Like when I put the flyer out there the beginning of this week, when they both signed up for the show, we had our mind focused on, we're going to talk about college dating. We're going to talk about how not to be a college hoe.
Right.
We're going to talk about how to, recognize game. That's what we were going to do. But today, just coming in here today, we recognize that, we need to talk about something else.
Yeah.
And these two ladies are like the perfect ladies to join me on this discussion. My goodness. So, I just want to start off right fast with I was posting on Facebook this morning when I found out everything was going on. I just got back from vacation, just got back from Florida. Yeah, I just drove like almost 2,000 miles round trip, okay? And while I was driving, I heard about, his name skips my mind. Alton Sterling, yes. And I saw it on Facebook, all the posts. I'm like, man, what is going on? I read about it. I did not watch the video, and I still have not watched the video. And y'all, nobody can convince me to watch the video either, because I would be I wouldn't be no good. Yeah. But I heard about it, then got home probably about 11:30 at night. Woke up this morning, then I heard about Philando, and I'm sitting there. My goal was to get on Facebook to do a few posts, and then I hear another guy has been killed by an officer, and I'm just sitting there, and I just start crying because my heart is just so heavy by all of this that is going on, and all I can do is think about my Black men who suffer, with racial profiling all the time. And of course, we all know that this has not just started. Right. This has been going on for a long time. Right. They're not lynching us anymore. Yeah. They're just straight shooting us. Mm-hmm. And so as a Black woman, I had to put a plea out there to my Black men. Mm-hmm. And this is what I said, and it's on my Facebook page if you want to go see it. It says this. It says, "Dear Black men, I'm mad. Not at you, but for you. In fact, I'm pissed off that some whites, think it's okay to just take you out of our lives, out of our homes, out of our communities, to kill you in front of our faces, in front of our children on live video. Sure, I have had rough times with you, arguments with you, fights, heated disagreements, and more. But now I dissolve all of that to stand for you, to stand with you, to stand beside you, to stand wherever you need me to stand. I submit my will to yours so we can get back our homes, our communities, and our peace of minds. Enough is enough. I'm scared. You're scared. Our children are scared. Scared to even go out of the house because the fear of being next. I ain't gonna say that. I'll be daggone if I let my fear keep me inside. We will stand and fight scared together. Let's get out there for all to see. I'm ready. Where should I meet you? With love. Angry Black women for all the right reasons. Yeah. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. Hashtag Black Men Matter. And other hashtags. And so I was like, I need to put that message out there to my Black brother, because right now I know Black men are feeling some kind of way, intimidated. Everybody's scared. Yeah. And even these Black men are saying, they're like, I'm scared. What do I do?
Right. And
did my mic go off?
That's heavy.
Did my mic go off? Okay. So Go ahead.
I was just saying that's a heavy message that you sent to the people, and that, you know, hey, I'm scared for you, you're scared, our children are scared, you know, particularly when we think about the Castile case and this 4-year-old girl
who saw this
baby who had to sit in the back seat and watch this man die for what, a routine traffic stop. You know, like let's make sense of this, you know, and you know, usually we come together and for girl talk, and we talk about relationships, right? And we talk about, you know, what's going on with our black men and our black women, and how can we come together, and how can we love one another. And, you know, the thing that's coming to my mind is, you know, at the end of the day, as long as the state continues to take our black men away from us, we're not going to be able to kind of build the black homes and black families that we really see are necessary, you know?
And I don't want people to get me wrong. I'm not against whites. I'm not against any other race or anything like that. I'm not racist. But what I am saying is that there's an outcry in the black community. And and something has to be done.
It's funny because, you know, all of the things that are going on, you turn on and look on the news and constantly hear about ISIS, terrorism, and all of these different things that never really is. And yet, we're scared of people who are pledging their allegiance to ISIS, and the real terror is the people who are pledging their allegiance to serve and protect our community.
That's it.
And that's the real issue that's going on right now.
Yeah.
No, for real. I saw a tweet today where somebody, a black man, had tweeted me and said, you know, I'm not afraid of ISIS. I'm afraid of the police.
And this is my question. My question is this: why are the police afraid of the black male?
Mercy.
Well, what? Why, Michaela? What do you think, Michaela? Y'all, I'm trying to keep myself together. I ain't gonna lie.
That just makes you so. Is it because of what you see on the television? Is it because of what you hear in the? Is it because you've never actually interacted with one? I mean, what is it that just makes you so afraid? Because I'm not afraid of other races. I'm not afraid when I see a Muslim brother or sister walking down in full garb or just in general. You know, there's no fear for me. So why are they so afraid? Like I can't wrap my brain around it.
Yeah. But you know what? I think the root of that fear is in the fact that they still don't see us as human. You know what I mean? The mere fact that this is coming on the cusp of Independence Day, right?
Yes.
We just got done saying
red, white, and blue. Hello.
Red, white, and blue. Happy 4th, right? Everybody's quoting and citing Thomas Jefferson and the Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal and endowed by their Creator with these inalienable rights that are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But at the end of the day, there are black men right now who are dead, who had the right to bear arms, who had the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, but those rights were taken from them. And so at the base of this then is the fact that these police officers do not think that we're human. We're not human. We're not equal. We're not men. But in actuality, we are something else. We are still othered. They're still othering us, and because we know that they're othering us because they're legitimizing the violence against us. No, we just got over Freddie Gray, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In May, we just got over the fact that he was not indicted nor convicted, right? So how are we supposed to deal with this as a community?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I've been stressed all day, yo.
And with that said, and again, this is not all officers. I'm not saying that all police people are like this. I'm not saying that all white people are like this, but I'm talking about the ones that are.
Right.
Okay?
But I do have a serious question, or not even a question, but just a statement to good officers. And I saw this message on Facebook, and it really struck with me. When you fail to say something, when good officers fail to say something, when good officers fail to step out of the fraternity in blue and say, you were wrong.
Yeah.
You were dead
Yeah.
So what they do, it won't matter what we do because they have Southern protection in that. And it's like, you know, we justify with saying they're not all bad cops. There are all bad cops. But when you stay silent in these matters, they're just as bad.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's true. And like you said, Michaela, these cops, they cannot stay silent in this. We need them to speak up. It was a lady, I can't remember her name, but she was an officer, and she posted on Facebook, and she talked about how, you know, when she became a cop, she took the oath. And I mean, she was pleading with passion, like, you took the same oath that I took.
Right.
If you cannot uphold that oath to serve and protect, then take the uniform off.
Yes.
And I respect her for that.
Mercy.
Saying, yes, take that uniform off. If you cannot uphold the fact that you are here to serve and to protect the community. Because as a black woman, I shouldn't have to be afraid of the people that are supposed to protect me.
Yeah, right.
My black men should not have to be afraid of the people that are supposed to protect them.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm also remembering too, you know, MLK told us that our fight is not against white people, but our fight is against white supremacy. It's against an ideology.
Yeah.
It's against ideas that are constructed against black people. And so I feel like the same is true in this situation as well. We are not fighting white cops because there are black cops that have taken the lives of black people, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, what we are fighting is blue. Right?
Yeah.
We are fighting a system that has trained law enforcement to shoot first and ask questions later. We're fighting a system, a law enforcement that has trained people to stop and frisk, racially profile, and ask and just harass black people more than they harass other people of color or non-color. And so that is, at the end of the day, what it is that we're fighting against. Not these individual, and I think that's the thing that frustrates me the most when people try to come out and say, oh, but Claudia, you know, there are good cops. I'm not talking about individual cops right now. I'm talking about a system
as a whole
that has trained and taught police officers how to act, how to police, so much so that they're then inflicting this kind of harm and whatnot onto our people and taking our black men from us.
And to piggyback off of that, sometimes it can be so, like you said, there's training in this.
Right.
So that the cops don't even realize that this is what they're doing to harm these communities. Like I think about it sometimes because, like, I'm a BC graduate, and I know plenty of friends who graduated from criminal justice degrees that want to go into law enforcement. And when you're young, when you're just starting out, you're very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying it's the system. It's the things that we're training these men to go out there and do, the quotas that we're putting on them, the restraints that we're putting on them to go out here and giving them basically the guidelines to do things.
Yeah.
And that's where our lawyers come in at, where we need those people on that side, because we definitely need those people who are going to get out and demonstrate, who are going to get out and protest, who are going to speak up. But we also need the other side as well. I was watching another video, and the president of Oakwood University came forth and said, I'm calling all the lawyers who went to this school.
Yeah.
I need you to come together. Yeah, exactly. Because we need people to step up. Because even in the religious, church, and everything like that, people always want to, stay quiet about it. No, it's time that we actually speak up. It's time that we actually take action. That we do some stuff to bring about this change that is going to bring about. Because if we continue to just sit in our little corners and just talk about it amongst people where change isn't going to happen, then we want to continue to see the same thing over and over and over and over again.
Yeah. And so there's this theorist named Carla Holloway. I think she's at Ohio State, and so she pretty much has this idea of like, what is Black Death? And Black Death is when the life of an African American is taken abruptly because of racial reasons, right? And so pretty much with this in the back of my mind, what I've been thinking is that my response is not to prevent Black death, because I'm at a place right now where I just felt really hopeless today, and I was like, you know what, I don't really even know if it's possible to prevent Black death. But what I do know is possible is that I can impact Black life, right? And so I can work to make sure that Black people that I know have a better quality of life until they get to that untimely end that is potentially Black death. You know what I mean? Yeah. So then, you know, I don't know if you guys saw Pastor Myron Edmonds, his Facebook Live, and, you know, he just like vehemently was like, do something. Right. You know? And so it's like, in my mind, I'm like, you know what? This is what I'm supposed to do. I need to be working towards literacy. I need to make sure that my Black people have clothes. I need to make sure that my Black people have jobs, that my Black people are fed. I need to work towards the quality of life for Black people. Right. Just in case it happens to be snuffed by the cold hands of racism. You know?
So much.
You know, we have these conversations, and one thing I am glad about, and I talked to my dad about it the other day, is the difference between our fight today and the fight that they had back then. You know, we have social media today where we're able to express our voices and express our concerns, and it's become kind of a gift and a curse in a way. And I was talking to a friend earlier today about it. How many of these deaths, how many of these people will we have never known about if there wasn't for social media?
Right, yeah.
I mean,
you're right.
The young man that was killed this morning, I believe, or last night, or late last night, was on Facebook Live. You know, that was brutal, so we would have never known if it was not because of that. But we need to mobilize and figure out a way to kind of merge the online with the offline fight as well.
Right.
And that's where, you know, I just get disheartened sometimes because I'm tired of posting a hashtag.
Right.
I'm tired of tweeting. I'm tired of sharing the video on Facebook. I feel like, what can I really do to impact something?
Right.
And it's just a feel of loss and hopelessness, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, and even before I did the post to the Black man, I put up the post, I said, who is organizing the protest and where should I meet you? Posting on Facebook is all good and stuff, but we need to post up on Capitol Hill. And I was so serious about that. I was dead serious. I went on the website to do a little bit of research in terms of getting permits to just go down there. Yeah. And so happened that this person had already organized. So I said, okay, I'm going to join your movement then.
That's what's up.
And that's what I'm going to do tonight. So just to let y'all know, because I don't know if I said this in the beginning of the show, but Brian's over there laughing. I am going to cut the show short. What time is it actually now?
10 minutes. You got 10 minutes.
So I have 10 minutes because I'm going down to the White House this evening for 8 p.m. And I'm going to be down there standing with them. Yeah. Because I don't just want to sit here and just talk about it. Right. I want to actually get out there and do something. Yeah. I want to be able to impact the next person. I want to be able to have my voice heard by the right people. Yeah. So that change can come about. So that people can start thinking. So that people can start seeing us as Black people as people. Yeah, absolutely. 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 I want to do this. Facebook. Do we have any comments on Facebook? We have some? Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Which one I am?
I thought you had them.
No, I'm on my page, actually.
Okay. Can you hear me? No, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. Sounds like I'm very soft. All right, so...
You are very soft, though.
Quite a few...
Can you turn it up a little bit?
Turn me up a little bit?
Well, that's better now. You ain't do nothing.
Okay. I was talking louder, maybe?
I don't know. I guess.
There you go.
Yeah, that's...
Okay. Hello? All right, so... Quite a few, actually. I don't know how far back to scroll, but I'll just go through... most of it's agreeing with you all. Right on, saying what you're saying. Yes, girl, you are speaking the truth. This is from Riding Solo.
What up, Riding Solo?
That's good.
You are speaking the truth. It is the system that we need to fight, not the individuals. Mm-hmm. Because the individuals are working within the system that we have allowed to continue for all these centuries.
That's it, Riding Solo.
So I also think we need to vote the right politicians into office. Because when we have the wrong persons, they're representing us, Democrats and Republicans,
Yeah.
then they misrepresent us, and they do not deserve as they should. They do. They do not represent us as they do not serve as they should.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's see a few others. They don't believe. This is from Maisha. They don't believe that they still feel like the right only belongs to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not fear. They fear us. It's simply hate.
Oh, yeah.
From slavery, it was hate.
Mm.
That's also from Maisha.
That's good, Maisha.
Yeah. Because it goes back deep. It goes back way deep.
Yeah.
From the time that they brought us here to this country.
Yeah.
From the time they brought us here to this country, it just goes back so deep. And this thing is just so ingrained in the American culture.
Yeah. But black blood, or the American soil is drenched in black blood. And, this country was built by black bodies. And so it's just, fascinating that black bodies still die today.
Right.
For no apparent reason.
And, I was talking to my mother about it today. It was kind of like the saying how they don't consider us people. We're, a third of a person to them. Because this man was killed and he had a gun license. He had a
Right.
Yeah.
And that just goes to show that these laws, these constitutions that they live and die by,
Mercy.
still don't even apply to us.
Yeah.
Basic rights that were written hundreds of years ago that they love to enforce and keep around to present day,
Yeah.
and they still don't even apply to us.
But they were not written for us with us in mind.
Yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
the thing.
So at the end of the day, they are operating as they plan to operate. The problem is we're saying that we have a problem with that because we feel as though we should be included in the idea and the mindset that is, or in the ideas that is the Constitution. And so they're saying, while I hear you, but at the same time, no. And at the end of the day, that's something that we've really got to wrestle with as black people, but then even more so as Christians. What do you do when you live in a country where people do not acknowledge your humanity and are unwilling to give you the rights that they willingly, freely, enthusiastically give to people that identify as white when they immigrate over here, right?
Yeah.
Because if we were to open our borders like Canada did to the Syrians, at some point the Syrians would be seen as white. So they would not be dealing with the stuff that we're dealing with.
Right. Yeah. And I want to say this, that there is not just a need for the justice system to change, but there's also a need for the black community to change.
I'm hearing you, Linda.
We have deep rooted issues in our community as black people. Again, from day one, when they brought us here to this country, and how they just separated us from our families.
Yeah.
They separate man from wife from child.
Yeah.
And we're still feeling the repercussions of this separation.
Yeah. Hashtag Willie Lynch.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
We're still feeling it, and we're still impacted by it. And this thing runs deep in our DNA.
Right.
And it's not, there's no ticket for you to stay stuck. And this is I'm talking to the black community now. There's no ticket for you to stay stuck just because, that's how your mama was, that's how your grandma was, that's your grandfather, your father. No, it's a ticket for you to say, you know what, I need to change. I need to respect one another. As a woman, I need to respect my black men.
Yeah.
As a man, I need to respect my black woman. As children, I need to respect my parents. As parents, I need to respect my children. I need to show respect to everybody.
Yeah.
Because we can't have them tearing down our communities and then we're also tearing down our own communities.
You're right.
I need you black men to step up.
Yeah.
Stop trying to sleep with every girl out there.
True.
Making all these babies. Girls, stop sleeping with every dude out there.
Right.
And I'm like, yo, because this is real.
Yeah.
Like if we really want change,
right.
we have to start being the change.
Yes.
We must get it right. We must get out there, and I don't care. I don't even if you go to formal education, whatever. I don't care. Go to school, but still educate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how you educate yourself.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, you know, I completely agree with you. I guess, you know, I'm also just kind of in a place where I don't think that the Black community needs anything to be said to them. I think that, you know, like, I agree that, yeah, we are tearing down our communities. Yes, we're not loving each other. Yeah, we're not united. We don't even know what the main goal is for the revolution, right? You know, like,
we all torn.
We're all torn apart and just divided. We are the divided nations and states, okay? But at the same time, I think that, you know, Willie Lynch did that division a little over 300 years ago. 1712, he wrote that letter on how to make a slave, right? So if Willie Lynch has written that letter, he says in that letter that if you do this right, it should last for 300 years. Right. So we're in year 304, I believe, right? And so at the end of the day, I don't necessarily think that, you know, like, my Black community needs to be reprimanded. What I think is that we need to kind of unite and say, you know what, we're not going to continue to take this. We're going to continue to revolt as our ancestors did from time of old until they say, you know what, we got to give to. They've been fighting for this thing for like 400 years. You know what I mean? So we going to have to just kind of concede at this point. You know what I mean? So
and that's exactly what we need. We need to come together. Oh, again, like I said, in my letter to the Black male, yes, I have my issues with you at certain points, certain times. You got your issues with me, but right now is the time for us to come together.
Right.
Let's work this thing out. Let's put together a plan. Let's have each other's back. Let's get out there and let's get this thing done. Because our voices need to be heard. Our faces need to be seen.
Yeah. Exactly.
Our children need to be protected. Our communities need to be protected.
Exactly.
And so that's what we got to do.
Yeah, man. That's it.
And I think it starts with being consistent.
Yeah.
This
I like that.
situation, they happen, and a week from now, if another situation does not happen, we still need to have the same momentum as if it happened yesterday.
Yeah.
An hour ago.
Yes.
You're right.
We need to continue to have that rage, well, not rage, but that
fire. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Continue to have that and continue to push that. Even when the sun is shining and the
Yes.
sky is blue and everything is going great, you still need to have the fight present in your mind.
Absolutely.
In order for this to work, in order for this to continue to keep going.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And like you said, that whole consistent thing, because, you know, a lot of times we do fizzle out.
Yeah.
And we have to stop fizzling out because we have to be consistent. We have to keep that fire burning.
Yeah.
We have to keep pressing on. And I kind of feel like, you know what, we're still pressing on. And although it comes in spurts and everything like that, phases, we're still pressing on.
Yeah.
And y'all, I'm coming to the close of my show because, like I told y'all earlier, I'm going down to the White House to just stand there with them. And my question to you is, what are you going to do? What are you going to do besides just talk about it, besides just post on social media, besides complaining? What are you going to do?
Yeah.
How can you contribute in a positive way to help this message get across that Black lives do matter? Yes, all lives matter, but right now we're talking about Black lives.
Right.
That it matters.
Right.
So that's my plea to you. That's my call to you. Yeah. I'm actually going to end the show, and end it on this note. And I do have a few things coming up, so I definitely want you all to be aware. Of course, again, July 28th is the Ladies' Night Out After Work Rooftop event. Make sure you join me and Misha Robinson down there. Get your tickets. Go to my website, www.lindadlowe.com. Make sure you go there to get your tickets and all the information that you need about the event. Also, join me next week on the show. We're having guys in the studio. We're talking about what guys want in women. So we're talking about all of that.
Yeah.
And ladies, I know that y'all want to join in.
Yeah.
So make sure you join me. Call in, tell your girls. We're gonna have guys in a studio full of guys, y'all. Okay,
Mercy.
Help me, Lord, because Brian is over there doing the Omega Sapphire.
Right.
So definitely join me for that conversation next week. Also, I don't know what else. Go to my website. If y'all can, join me in DC today down at the White House. Go on my Facebook page. I did post it there. Go on my Facebook page and see the location. Join me, y'all. We got to do something. We have to do something about what's going on in our black communities. I don't want to see another black man die like this at all. Right. I don't want to see another black woman die like this.
Right.
I don't want another child to have to see their father go out like this. I don't want our community to be interrupted, to just continue to go down the drain. We have to stand together as a black community, to be strong for one another, to be strong for those who are going through, and to help rectify this situation. Y'all been listening to the Linda D. Lowe Show. I'm leaving early. Meet me at the White House if you can. I will see you all next week. Thank you for joining me here. Thank you, Michaela and Claudia, for joining me on today's show.
No worries.
Sorry I had to cut it short.
That's all good. That's all good.
You've been listening to the Linda D. Lowe Show, Girl Talk.
Okay, clear.